I'm Nick Balkin. In this podcast, I'll talk about how we harness the powerful combination of patience and flexibility to reduce the risk for our investor. The first part of any investment is to survive. A lot of people tend to forget that. At Foord, we have not only survived, we've thrived by being patient, prepared, and decisive and flexible when needed. I'll take you through the different ways that we're able to harness this powerful combination. Patience is vital. We tend to have the lowest portfolio turnover in the market. That means that we own companies and bonds and other asset classes for the long term. Understanding the long-term macro and company-specific risks are vitally important for a long-term investor. We tend to spend a lot of time forecasting the different economic variables, not to get them right, but actually to more understand the scenarios. By understanding those scenarios, we're able to prepare for what might happen, but also to react quickly if the information changes. Another way to protect is also to construct portfolios in a certain way that will allow us to offset the different risks. We tend to structure the portfolios so that different sectors can offset each other. We don't bet the farm on any one view, which reminds me of a great quote that predicting rain doesn't count, but building an ark does. That means that predicting a recession doesn't count, but being prepared for one does. We've prepared for many recessions that actually haven't arrived. But importantly, we've still delivered solid results while we waited. However, not everything goes according to plan. You need to be flexible and decisive and adjust to the new information. In our portfolios, we have the ability to be flexible. We don't have to own cash if we don't get a sufficient return. We can have very short-dated debt maturities if we're worried about the long-term government balance sheet. We can also own gold. Gold is a great way to protect for the 100-year flood. We can also invest in more offshore if we're worried about the rand. There are many ways that we can be flexible. In an equity-centric portfolio, we spend a lot less time thinking about the benchmark and more interested in protecting our investors through time. If there's a questionable company, we just don't go there. So be prepared and patient, but also agile and flexible. And that's the surest way to survive and thrive over the long term.